What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cole Kincaid, and hopefully I can provide you with some level of entertainment today. Now, I know you see the title of the video and I know you see the thumbnail. Now check this out. Listen, Linda, hear me out. It has been so long since I've seen a death battle. I used to be on they shit like faithfully because it had such good matchups. I couldn't resist. And then I was really surprised with how like well done a lot of the fights were. So I haven't seen any of these death battles in a minute, but the second I saw Magneto versus Tetsuo, I gotta see what's up. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and lock in now, shall we? This big four-headed motherfucker, man, look, when I tell you, Tetsuo had me fucked up as a child. When I was little and I watched Aki, oh my God, man, that movie fucked me up bad.
These two maestros of kinesis have ignited revolution not just in their worlds, but also the very mediums they exist within. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Oh shit! Oh, look at them! I've never actually seen them all animated before. I'm used to the voices.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the short duration of modern civilization, likely no conflict tested humanity more than the Second World War. In the primary Marvel 616 universe, this fact is no different, especially to the Eisenhart family and their only son.
You may know him as Magnus, Eric, or Max, but if you ask him, he'd say his true name is Magneto.
As a Jewish child in Nazi Germany, Magneto's early life was...
Damn, Magneto only 6'2"? Shit, the way that he be looking in half these TV shows, I thought he was like 6'5".
Well, extremely traumatic.
Even after eventually escaping certain death with his future wife, misfortune always followed wherever he went.
Thanks to his unexpected mutation called the X gene, the mark of a superhuman. After settling down in Russia with his new family, the KGB quickly found out about this quirk, so they burned his house down with his own daughter inside.
Naturally, he snapped and killed them all. I don't blame him, I'd do that too. Too bad his wife didn't get it and ditched him though, but that's when Magneto made a choice.
That's how you feel? Man, look, I didn't know my boy went through that. Well, see, I mostly know, like, I'm familiar with the movie version of Magneto. Even a little bit of the Ultimate Comics, I'm on the later side when it comes down to the main universe, having read a couple comics, but you know, I'm more accustomed to Eric Lehnsherr than Max. So hey, fuck!
His entire life, he'd do the same to them in the name of mutants everywhere.
At first, Magneto turned to the telepathic powerhouse Charles Xavier and his fledgling team of heroes. But his new friend wasn't thrilled with the idea of, subjugating the human race. So,
yeah, see, we saw that, you know, when we react to the X-Men, the 90s series. Hey, make sure y'all check that out. You should, you know, check out the channel a little bit. Watch a couple more videos. Where that dude Chin at? My fault. I had to, dog. I was like, I'm real confused about what I'm looking at on the screen right now. But you know, all right. His name's Christian, my name's Christian. I can make fun of him too.
Atoms produce their own magnetic fields. Magneto can...
At Hercules.
Seems sensible. Magneto once used the Earth's magnetic field to overwhelm the Phoenix Force, which can effortlessly destroy planets, let alone far more.
Hell, if he really wanted to, Magneto could totally just fling the Earth off its axis.
See, I never knew that Magneto could at least get up with the Phoenix. I always thought that he was like 2 tiers below the Phoenix. Like every time Phoenix comes around, Magneto knows to shut the fuck up and let her talk. That's what I recall.
It's entirely possible he may have eventually resorted to just that. Over time, it became clear Magneto...
By any means necessary.
Boy, Magneto, man.
This episode of Death Battle
fuck with us, you want to.
With HelloFresh, you get farm...
Go get paid, boys.
HelloFresh cops the
Go get paid.
Rigs. Man, I need to get me one of those.
And then there's the little brother of the group, Kanada's best friend, Tetsuo Shima.
Big ass forehead.
Well, the exact opposite. A total wimp. As a kid, Tetsuo in his college thesis forehead got bullied for being the new kid at the...
Alright, at least I ain't the only one who noticed he has a huge ass forehead. Damn, he was 19, I thought he was 14. He's 5'4", I thought he was 5'6".
The orphanage. That's
I'm wrong as shit.
Big Bro Canada came to the rescue.
Eventually, the two went to vocational school together and formed the Capsules. But Tetsuo was never satisfied with Kaneda being the leader of the pack. Tetsuo desired more than anything to be top dog.
Oh, I can just see that monkey's paw curling in my mind. Or that kid walking down the street. Shit! Tetsuo, watch out! You're gonna... That definitely should have killed him. But since it didn't, Tetsuo earned...
And not a, oh, I was just gonna say, and not a scratch on his body, but then blood started dripping out of his mouth. Cage stands corrected.
himself a ticket to military confinement. Turns out they had an under-the-table program for developing child superweapons.
In the same program that backfired and jump-started the war, Tetsuo became Japan's Esper number 41.
He may not have been a natural with bikes, baddies, or babes, but this telekinesis stuff hit different. He walked out of that hospital ward effortlessly flying, reading minds, and blending people into strawberry jelly. Tetsuo got what he wanted. Power, along with the hunger for more of it.
That boy Tetsuo was a fucking fiend when he got about that hospital, bro. I rewatched the movie as an adult when I got the bitch out my blood, and I was like, oh man, this ain't nearly as bad as it once was, but fuck. This boy Tetsuo was a fucking problem, dog. He got a little taste of power and switched up on everybody.
Used to only be satiated with drugs, and not just any gateway drug, pills so potent that a single gram of the stuff could kill you.
So, pretty bad. Kinda reminds me of college days, huh? Snow wizard.
Tetsuo's main ability is his constantly increasing psionic energy, growing more and more powerful over time. This is due to Tetsuo's link to, quote, the memories of the universe, end quote. It's weird.
Either way, Tetsuo leveled up from lame gangbuster to certified badass. This guy is a walking natural disaster. His telekinesis can shake the planet, easily cause earthquakes over a dozen miles below the surface. He can summon psychic barriers for defense and crush foes with frickin' gravity wells. He can dart around as a literal bolt of lightning, or even teleport in an instant.
Tetsuo's telekinesis can be so precise.
Why is this motherfucker so strong?
He can target and obliterate specific parts of the body. He can heal severe wounds quickly, but even after losing a whole limb, he can craft a new one using whatever nearby materials he wants.
With these powers, Top Dog Kaneda didn't matter anymore. Who needed his approval?
I got Tetsuo beating Magneto in 4. It's gonna be a 4-game sweep, bro. Magneto don't want these problems. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was with Magneto at first, but now I'm getting real concerned for his health and safety.
Tetsuo tasted that good shit and he was hooked. And when he found out another Esper named Akira could deal him even more power, he rampaged through Tokyo to fight.
Exactly opposite, in fact, has Tetsuo painfully mutated into an unstoppable behemoth.
Yep, that's not totally disturbing at all.
Yep.
I'm happy to say.
Yep. I remember that. That's all what scared the shit out of me as a kid. Yep.
Version is even more disturbing.
I mean, I know babies can be monsters, but that's a whole nother level.
It is pain incarnate. I can relate. Another Esper described
In his honor, now as the Great Akira Empire. Ironically, in death, Tetsuo finally received the attention he so desperately craved.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Bespoke.
Well, I mean, my bad. Well, I mean, so far, I'm saying Tetsuo. I got Tetsuo winning, and I'm gonna stick by my word. But damn, nah, cause Tetsuo's not dead. He's in another universe. He made his own universe. All right, that's still strong as fuck. I was about to say, oh, Magneto wins because he's still alive. No. Tetsuo's still around.
Even in Japan, you fail to recognize our superiority.
Wrong country.
Technically, Tetsuo's a mutant, so Magneto really ain't got no smoke with him.
Street Grandpa, you're an Akira turf now. You're dead meat.
Impudent child!
The hell are you calling child? I make the rules around here.
You're wasting my time.
So far, it's just I pick up big thing and throw it at you, then you pick up big thing and block. Okay, I'm with it. Tetsuo lost the arm. All right, we not worried about that. We already saw him lose that arm before. There he is. Okay, he tried to use a little pinpoint precision shit. All right. Speed blitz. Combo. Okay. Uh-oh. Magneto on the comeback. He's bringing the same building back. Oh, nope. This motherfucker Tetsuo just headbutted the building. Fuck. Ooh, Tetsuo with another combo. Okay, magnetic kinesis clash. A lot of colors going on. His helmet fell off. Okay, I see the animation picking up. Oh.
I believe I've had enough tantrums to last a lifetime.
He used his own hand to try and kill them. That's wild. Yo. Oh, they animated that shit. Oh, wow. Oh, Magneto's about to kill him and put him out of his misery. Ooh, that boy Magneto ain't trying to go out like that.
Poor child.
Maximum confusion.
You are welcome.
Well, I was wrong as shit. Yeah, see, there used to be the old theory that Death Battle didn't fuck with anime characters, and because the anime characters kept losing. I'm like, yo, fam, you know, these comic book characters got a long history of doing all this super exaggerated shit. Now, let's see what the explanation is.
I'm never doing that again.
Tetsuo's esoteric telekinesis and other bizarre abilities certainly gave Magneto pause, but the Master of Magnetism had greater control over his foe.
The numbers don't lie. Tetsuo cratering the moon was insane, but Magneto punched Iron Man with the force of the sun. And while Tetsuo jumped all the way to the moon, Magneto could move across galaxies.
Against Tetsuo in his human form, Magneto obviously held a sizable advantage in power and speed.
But stats aren't all that matters. With his precise telekinesis, Tetsuo could just target Magneto's organs. GG, right?
Yes, but Magneto had similar skills. There are very few substances on Earth that lack any metallic or magnetic component, and Magneto is very creative with his powers.
Which he could use to predict Tetsuo's teleportation and even shut down his telekinesis. And his scraps with Xavier prove he could handle Tetsuo's messing with his head.
Okay, all right, man, that's a pretty good explanation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good.
For Magneto was when Tetsuo's gross mutated power came into play.
Especially given how the detonations from this form were compared to that of a Big Bang. Although the authenticity of that observation is questionable. In truth, the Big Bang was a sudden expansion of matter on a universal scale, whereas Tetsuo's explosions are more akin to nuclear blasts, clearly intentional given the post-war symbolism of the Akira story.
The whole creating an alternate universe bit wasn't even part of the original material, so we can't exactly call it canon.
But let's just say the comparison wasn't superfluous. Let's say Tetsuo did in fact cause a Big Bang capable of creating or destroying an entire universe, alternate or otherwise.
Turns out Magneto had the tools to stop that too. Helmet Head could overpower Hercules, who was strong enough to hold up the skies of Olympus, which is literally heaven and an alternate universe.
This doesn't necessarily mean Magneto could easily destroy a universe with a snap of his fingers, but it does prove he can match a similar level of power. And context is everything. Tetsuo's Big Bang eruption specifically exhibited proton collapse, meaning its atomic structure was primarily an unstable mess of neutrons and electrons.
See, look, all this science and shit, it makes it hard to be a nerd these days. I ain't gonna front with y'all. I'm satisfied. I came here to watch motherfuckers fight, and I got that. As soon as we start talking about protons collapsing and ego death and all this, that, and third, I am lost, ladies and gentlemen. I am no power scaler, and I have no intention on ever being that way. I'm lost, bro. I'm like, yo, what did you just say to me, dog? All right, so we basically got the gist of this video. Cage was wrong as shit. Magneto won in 7 games. I'll say that. He won in 7 games. It looked like it was a close battle. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I do greatly appreciate you coming through and kicking it with me. Now, before you go running out that door, please, 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 take the time to consider dropping a like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for more notifications. But above all else, ladies and gentlemen, go forth and do great things. Peace out, y'all.